What time did law enforcement become aware that there was an individual on the roof with a clear line of sight to President Trump?
I am still verifying timelines.
Of course, 9 days in, you have no answers. How many minutes went by between the time law enforcement saw and took photos of crooks and the shooting? How many minutes?
I am still verifying timelines.
57 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kimberly Cheatle, the Secret Service chief, has finally resigned after that absolutely brutal grilling that went down at that hearing yesterday that you've just seen a little snippet of. Now, before we go into everything, let's just have another deeper look at what went on at that grilling that happened at the hearing yesterday.
Answers. Most of my questions are going to demand a yes or no answer. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, my first question. Both sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter, yes or no?
No, thank you.
Was this a colossal failure?
It was a failure.
Yes or no? Was it a colossal failure is the question. Yes or no?
I have admitted this is a terrible
This is a yes or no
It's
series
not
of
that
questions.
hard.
Was this a colossal failure?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Finally.
Was this tragedy preventable? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee?
Yes.
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent? Yes or no?
I have always been
Yes
eager to
or no?
come
You didn't
and
want to
talk
answer
to
the question.
committee.
We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is
no.
not transparent, by the way. You stated earlier, Secret Service is not political. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several hours before you sent it to this committee as being political? Yes or no?
I have no idea how my statement got out.
Oh, of course. No idea. Classic.
That's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask unanimous consent to enter into the record articles by Punchbowl News, Political Playbook, Washington Post, all done at 5:24 a.m., 6:12 a.m., 6:34 a.m., a solid 3 to 4 hours before this committee got your statement.
Without objection, so ordered.
Okay. Is the Secret Service fully cooperating with our committee?
Yes.
Okay, you say you're fully cooperating with this committee. On July 15th, this committee sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or
I
no?
will have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th? Yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of shit today. You're just being completely dishonest.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr.
Chairman, I want to.
Come on.
We have to maintain decorum in this committee, no matter how
have you provided
upset we
any
get.
and all memos to this committee that we've asked you on July 15th? Have you provided all memorandums within the Secret Service?
I would have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. You are being dishonest or lying. Like you're being dishonest here with this committee. These are important questions that the American people want answers to, and you're just dodging and talking around it in generalities. And we had to subpoena you to be here, and you won't even answer the questions. We have asked you repeatedly to answer our questions. This isn't hard. These are not hard questions. Have you provided us all communications from the Secret Service related to that day and that rally? Have you provided this committee? We've asked for this information on July 15th. Have you provided any of this information that this committee has asked of the Secret Service? Any of it?
I'll have to get back to you.
Have you even read this letter that we sent you? Did you even read this?
Yes.
Okay. And you have said you don't know, you have no idea. The answer is no. We haven't gotten a single document or piece of information or data from you or your agency in related to the rally that we have asked you for. So was this attempted assassination of Donald Trump a failure of training or execution or both?
I think that those are answers that we need to
Training,
examine.
execution, or both? Which one?
I think those are answers.
All right. How many Secret
single
Service
question.
personnel have lost their jobs due to this colossal failure?
At this time, none.
You're joking.
How many Secret Service personnel have been required to take a refresher course on how not to let people shoot Donald Trump?
Our personnel are currently operational. We are examining the facts of this investigation, and we will make the changes necessary.
What time did law enforcement become aware that there was an individual on the roof with a clear line of sight to President Trump?
I am still verifying timelines.
Of course, 9 days in, you have no answers. How many minutes went by between the time law enforcement saw and took photos of crooks and the shooting? How many minutes?
I am still verifying timelines.
57 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
57 minutes after the shooter was spotted, and they did absolutely nothing about it. Oh, the roof was slanted, so we couldn't go on it. And, yeah, we could have took Trump off stage, but there would have been a bit of effort, so we just decided to leave him there. I mean, this woman was millimeters away from being responsible for the death of Donald Trump, and yet she doesn't have any humility whatsoever to take some responsibility and say, you know what, guys, I messed up, we really messed up, I'm going to look at everything that went wrong and make sure that we change our operations to make sure that this never happens again. No, she sits there in that hearing and just goes, I'll have to get back to you on that, I'll have to think about that, I'll have to get back to you, I don't know, I didn't do anything wrong, we're going to have to look at it further to see if I did anything wrong. I mean, come on, the fact that it has taken her this long to resign. I know some people are saying, oh, she's got some humility now, she's resigned. I'm sure she was forced to resign by her team after everyone saw that absolutely brutal hearing. Do you know what? I wish that we did them like that in the UK. Would you ever get a hearing or an inquiry in the UK where someone can sit there and go, you're talking absolute bullshit? I mean, how badass was that? Absolutely brilliant. It makes for better viewing than the boring COVID inquiry, that's for sure. Also, they've got this inquiry done super quickly. You don't see stuff, it takes years and years in the UK for inquiries and investigations to happen. So that was absolutely brilliant to see her held to account like that, and I'm so glad to see that this woman has finally resigned. I was absolutely shocked to hear in that tape there that not a single person has been fired since the assassination attempt. Not a single one of the incompetent members of the Secret Service, right? Not even that woman who can't even figure how to put her gun in her belt and was freaking out and didn't even bother to shield Donald Trump when that was literally her one job, is to shield him and stop him from getting shot at. She didn't do it, she just hid away in the corner, right? No one has been fired, so I really hope that they will replace this woman with someone who is actually competent and will actually keep people alive, and have an overhaul of the team as well, because it looks like they need one for sure. I'm Chloe Dobbs, this has been another video for Reasoned. We need your support to continue what we are doing, so please consider becoming a supporter of our channel. You can make a monthly donation, and very soon we're going to be coming up with members only perks. Let us know in the comments if you have any ideas of any particular perks that you want to see for members if you are one or thinking of becoming one. I will see you very soon. Make sure you tune in tomorrow.